Okay. So as at yesterday, we did this. We updated the the department, changed it from IT from from IT to technical. That's
Mm.
yesterday. That was the
I
last.
think I actually we did.
Yes. Pardon?
How did you even call it? I think
I didn't hear you, man.
I was saying that that was the last thing we did,
Yes. Yes, that was the last thing we did yesterday. So today we're
and
going.
I've
Okay.
forgotten what you called it, like what you named it as. So I was trying to, I think I did not take note on that.
Oh, okay. This is the use of updates command.
So when you change the IT to, I think it
Technical.
was it rename or something?
No, updates.
Yeah,
It's
updates.
update.
Yes.
So we changed the name in the column. It's the column
Yeah,
has
updates.
already,
Yeah.
let me put it like this. It has already been created and the data has already been put in there, but we wanted to just change it from whatever it was to give it a better name or whatever we want it to look be at the moment.
Mm, mm. Mr. Godwin, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, man. Sorry for that pause. All right, so we we did this yesterday using the update command, and now we're going to be looking at another thing, which is the truncate. How does the truncate work? So the truncate, okay, let me make this bigger. All right. So now the truncate remove all rows from a table, but keeps the table structure intact for future use. So it will remove all the rows in the table to remove everything, all the rows. But it will still keep the table intact in case we want to use the columns, that is the headers that we have there. If we want to use those headers, they will still be intact, but all of the data in that table will be removed. So let's look at an example that we can be able to work with. So we've done looking at what we can use to work. Let me see. All right, we've done do you have staff table? Hello, ma, can you check if you have staff table?
Eh, I do have staff table, but I don't think I have. It's just select from staff table I have.
Okay. And you don't do you have anything inside the table?
No.
No. Okay. We did some things together. We did students, right?
Yes, we need students. Let me check.
Okay. All right. And then we did parents too. I'm trying to check any table that we can just
At a
use
point,
them.
I wasn't following.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
wasn't typing while you were. So I don't know.
Oh,
Let me check. Yes, I have staff table.
you have staff table. Okay, what's there?
Um, full full name, full name. Voucher is 300. Department voucher is 30. Allowance numeric 10,2. Then email character voucher is 50.
Okay. Do you have any data in
That's all.
you don't have any data inside?
I don't have any data. That's
Mm.
what I've been searching for. I don't have any data.
Any data in there? All right.
No.
Okay. Hmm. I'm trying to look at. Okay, let's try and put something inside there for you. So I will use that table to work. I'll show you how to truncate. So if you remember how to impute data into a table, can you remember? Do you remember? You can just simply go to your
What
query
did you say
history.
again?
I said we're going to try to impute data
Yes, I've
into
been there. I've not seen anything.
we're going to try to impute data into that table right now so that we can be able to make do with it for
Okay,
what we want to use
let's
it
do
for.
it then. Let me quickly do that because I don't think I have. The only thing I'm seeing in my query history is just select from staff table, select from staff table. I don't think there's any crates.
Okay. Do you have insert into? You should have insert into.
There's no insert into. They're
But,
all just select, select, select. I don't know.
but we did that yesterday too now. Okay, okay, don't
That's the thing. I don't even know. Okay, wait. Insert into students, no staff.
okay. You own students.
I have insert into student, create table student. Staff table is just select.
Did you do insert into employees yesterday?
Let me, I,
Because I remember at
let
some
me
point you
check.
were saying that you were not like following me with typing, but you're just listening.
Create table employees.
Okay.
There was no insert
You didn't
employees,
do
just
insert
create table
employee.
employees.
Okay, you know what? Just copy your insert into students and then change the features there to what we have here for um what do we call it now? For staff table. That is, you
Hmm?
are putting insert into staff table, full name, comma, department, comma, allowance, comma, email, and values.
Come. Hmm.
Okay.
The one I have is just insert into students.
Okay,
Email, age, is active, and values. Then
so so just fill it up with the right columns, the right headers that we have. So pick it up from there.
should I do this? Should I do exactly this? Like what you have on the screen?
Yes. Insert into staff table, open bracket, full name, comma, department, allowance.
Department. Okay. Okay. Hmm.
We will change this to Victor. Departments, accounting, just the same thing we are saying on my own table. We don't need age, but we need an amount. So the amount here is 7,000 for my own. Then Victor at gmail.com. We are deleting this rest like this. Then the comma, so copy. Then we paste and then just change the values. So just the same thing we're having. So have you gotten to values in your writing?
The values.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So just put in this data like this on your end. We should just do three so that's I don't want to teach you how to truncate then.
Okay.
Data
I
from
mean, comma.
so remember the last one should not have a comma.
Yes. Civil medical. Is it only three? Okay, it's only three we are doing.
There's only three we are doing. So once
Okay.
you've done this, just give me 5 minutes. Just keep on going on with this. Just give me 5 minutes.
I'm done though.
Okay, ma, give me 5 minutes. I'll be back soon.
Okay, no problem. Mhm. Check this out. Okay, that's fine. People.
Okay, I'm back, ma. So let's go on.
Okay.
So now the next thing we'll do. Have you been able to? Did you run it?
Anyway, so
You
what
can
did you
run.
say?
Did you run it? Like, have you executed the script?
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay, and you have this now, right? So
No, I
select
don't have
from.
that. Too.
So check select from staff table and see if you have what I'm having here.
Okay. Okay. So that's from. Yes, I do have it.
Okay, all right. So we're going to now truncate the table.
Mr. Godwin.
All right,
Mr.
we're going to now
Godwin.
truncate the table. Can you hear me?
I just heard you now.
Okay. I said we're going to now truncate the table.
Truncate. Okay. Truncate. Okay, how do we do that, please?
All right.
Or what's the meaning of the truncate?
Now, like I said before, to truncate a table means that we are deleting the rows in that table. We're removing all the rows from that table. This is the table. We're removing all the rows from that table, but we're keeping the structure, the table structure intact for future use. So that would mean that from here now, let's go to, no, I don't want to use this one. Select from, select from staff table. Yep. Copy here. Then this part, let's remove it. So you write truncate table. Okay. So that which is staff table. Then you run it. So I ran it successfully. So now let's now look for the table itself. So select from staff table.
Wait, I should just type sorry, truncate table
Yes.
and
Staff,
run it successful.
yes, and run it. Truncate table, staff table then. So now,
Okay.
so now let's check the staff table to see if it has done it the way we want it to do it, or if it has done that. Now, can you see all of the data that were in the staff table, they've all been removed. They've all been truncated. But we still have the full name, department, allowance, and email. The column headers that we have are still there, but all of the rows have been removed. That's what it means to truncate a table.
Hmm? Hmm?
That's what it
Mr. Shego,
means. Can you hear me?
Mr. Shego, please give me a minute.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Shego. Mr. Shego, can you hear me now?
I'm with you, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, please, what did you say, please?
Okay, so what I said is that when you truncate a table, all right, you are removing all the rows in the table, like what we've done here now. But we still have the columns intact, but all the rows have been removed. All right.
Okay.
And it is very important that you ask questions before you truncate a table so that you don't end up causing issues for yourself. All right.
Okay, it's very important for me to ask before
Before you
I
truncate the
truncate it.
table. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's do
So after
something.
I truncate this table,
Okay. Hello?
yes, I can hear you.
Yes, you are trying to say something.
I was like, after I truncate this table now,
Mhm.
should I still try select from table?
Now, if you do select from staff table, do that. You will see what I'm saying here. You have the same thing.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, the same thing, right? So it has cleared out everything we wrote. Just left the
Yes.
column header for us. All right. So now let's do something else. So there are tables that we actually inserted into this data we're working with. One of it is customer. So let's do select from customer.
Okay.
Run it on your end. You should have the same thing I'm having right here. Select from customer.
Select from customer. I don't think I
Yes.
have this so
Yeah, just try it first. You will see that it's there.
coming. Okay, yes.
Because one of the part of the tables that we added in for you to get for you to look at. So
Oh, okay, it's from okay, I can
yes,
understand.
that DVD rental is part of the table there.
Okay.
All right. So what we want to do now for this table is that we want to narrow down a search. As this is now, we are seeing customer ID, store ID, first name, last name, email, address, and all of that. But one of people have been told that I just need some selected columns to show. I don't want the other ones to show. How do we do it? For instance, we're told that, okay, I need to see the first name, the last name, and the email address. Those are the things I just need. I don't need any other thing aside those three. And here we are, we're having customer ID, store ID, and every other thing there. So what we do is that what we do is that this part here where we have is just remove this from, then type what you want to look for or what you want to see. First name, comma, last name, comma, email from customer. So just run it. Now, can you see what it has done? It has
It selected the ones they wanted.
selected the ones we selected. That's what it will do. So just first name, last name, email. So let's try another one. Select from film. There's another one too we're going to be working with.
So what did you say again? First name, last name, and email.
And email. Now, don't put and, just put your comma, email, then from customer.
Customer. Yeah, what?
It works,
It
right?
worked. Yeah.
Fantastic. So let's do another one. Select from film. Now, what we intend to do here is that for this particular one, we have film ID, title, description, and someone is telling us, okay, I want you guys to help me to change the name. I don't like the name of the column. I want it to be something else. So probably for presentation's sake, the person says, change the title to a different name, change the description to a different name. I don't want that column name for it. It's just to change the name. That's all you do. So what we'll do is select my day.
If I may ask, which command is this, Mr. Godwin?
We're still using the
Okay.
select format, or the select command rather. What we are just doing, you see, most of these commands we have, create, insert, update, truncate, and all of that. They are basic commands that can be used several ways.
Oh, okay.
The basic command book can be used several ways, depending on how you want to work with it. So I'm going to be showing you two things together in this place now. Serial number. So title as movie, like movie title. Then description, summary, and something. All right. So what I'm doing here now is that I'm changing film ID here to serial number, title to movie title, description to summary. Now, if you look, I
What?
use
Sorry.
as.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Wait, you say you're changing film ID to serial number, but you just
Yes.
said film ID serial number.
Yes, I'm about to explain that, how
Oh,
I came about that. So
okay.
now, if you look here, I use as here, but I didn't use
Yes.
any command on this part. I just placed a space and I typed what I want to type, what I wanted to type here.
Yes.
Now, how it works is that you can either use as or you can just put a space. Anyone that
Oh,
works best for you, anyone
okay.
that you want to work with, depending on how it is. So that's why I just said select film ID, space, serial number, title, then as, movie title. So even if I change this up and put as here, you still do the same thing. But you just have to put that space in between and let it know that you're selecting from a particular table. So as it is now,
Then description summary from film.
Yes. Now description will now change to summary.
Description will not change to summary. How? Description summary from film.
Can you hear me, ma? So rather than film ID, we have it as serial number. Rather
Okay.
than title, we have it as movie title. Rather than
Okay.
description, we have it as summary. Do you understand? So we're changing up the name of
Okay.
this
Okay. In
first
that
three.
description summary, you didn't put anything. Oh, now I understand.
Yes. I just left the
You
space, but that
notice.
space indicates that I'm changing it from description to summary.
Okay, I understand.
So just run it. Now, can you see? It has changed their names. For now, it is now serial number. It is now movie title. It's now summary. Now, this is just for when you want to do a presentation. This is not a permanent change. This is just like a temporal change. Maybe you want to like do a presentation. I want them to see it differently. This is just a temporary change. So if I do select from film, it will return or revert to the way it was before. So as you can see, it has reverted to how it was initially. Okay. So that was just like for a temporary change, depending on when you are trying to like give a temporal preview or presentation about something.
Okay.
So if when working on a particular set, let's say customer, let's go back to customer. Okay. And we are told that they want us to merge the first name and last name to one column. That we don't want it to be separate again. Let them be as one. How do we do that?
In
What
case
we
they want
do?
to say, I didn't get what you said, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I just didn't get what you said.
Okay. I said that if we are being told that I need you guys to help us merge first name and last name into one column. I don't want it to be
Okay.
separate. Let them be together.
Okay.
All right.
Like full name.
Like
Full name.
full name, yes, to become full name. What we'll do is this next thing we're about to start with now. So that will be to come here. Okay.
Okay.
Select first name. Then you put this sign. You have to look for it on your keyboard. This sign.
Hmm?
Then last name. Okay. This sign should be towards the right hand side of the keyboard. Depending on the kind of keyboard you are using, though, it should be towards the right hand
Oh,
side.
what is it called?
It's just a slash sign. You should see a slash sign
I've
on your
seen it. I've
keyboard.
seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it.
So now, let me now do something. Let's also add email to the part of it, like so that it's going to show us email too. So as you can see, it has given us, it has merged them to become one, and we also told it to pick email. Now, but if you look at it there, it just splits them together, no space, and it's looking a bit rough. There's even no name. So, but how do we get it done that it's going to be done properly for it to look neat? So we'll come back to this formula or our command that we have here. Then from here, this inside this place, put your column, then give a space in between. Do your column, then put a space in between. Then run it. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. You're supposed to have another slash and another slash. Then run it. So as you can see, it has given the space. That's given the space in the name. That's given the space in the names. But now, if you want it to be that, okay, probably have a dash or something, you can put a dash there, and then you run it to, and you will see dash, 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 dash showing. So now we have actually done this, but now we're having the column to have is having a what they call it now, is having question mark around the column. That is, we've not placed a name here. What do we do? Remember that command prompt that we did before, that we had to, I told you that you can use as, or you can just put a space to give a name to a column. That's here, you cannot put that here. You can implement that here. So you can put as full name, then you run it. You cancel the space, then you run it. So now it has changed the name from the column we saw there. It has now made them to become full name. And then we have the email also showing in this table. So it makes it easier for one to be able to work with,
Okay.
for one to be able to go around with.
Yeah, naming. Um,
So we've been using some commands, and those commands are called DML, data manipulation language, which we have insert, update, and delete, which we've already used already. And then we'll also use this one, data query language, which is select. We've used select already while working. Sure, we use select a lot. Like I said, these are basic commands that are needed. Like you can basically use them over time to run and do whatever you want to do. So now the next thing we want to try is operators, which is arithmetic, comparison, logical, aggregate, special, and keywords. So we want to use them in the SQL. We want to show how they can be used to work. And then we have this, which is the last part of the class, which we're going to be getting into today. So let's deal with this. So coming back here. So now let's do simple arithmetic. So select 12, your divide sign.
Mr. Kudri, you can
Can
go
you
ahead.
hear me?
I want to ask a question, please.
Okay.
How do you save work on this? How do I save? Maybe for instance, all this work we've been doing, I prefer to save them. I don't know how to save because you used to delete your own. How does it save automatically?
You can press your Control S.
Control S. Oh, okay. Because like I was wondering all what we did yesterday. I didn't see some of it.
Oh,
Okay, no problem. Let's continue.
So if we save Control S or even come to tools, you will see export. One way or the other, you would, yeah. So but okay, so let's go on. So select 12 divided by 3, run it to give you an answer. Select 12 multiplied by 3, run it to give you an answer. Then minus to give you an answer, plus so we also have modulus. So let's use 5. Now modulus is this percentage sign. So modulus talks about the remainder. So 12 divided by 5 is going to remain 2.
That percentage sign. What did you call it again?
Modulus.
Modulus. Okay, what does it? Why are we using that?
It depends on what you're working with. I'm just trying to show you this one. If you're working with some
Okay.
data that require you to do modulus, it's fine. What I'm giving you now is just an extra. You might not really need it. You might never need it. But I'm just giving that as an extra because one can't really say. One can't really say the data you might be working with. So now select. Now let's do something. Let's select from payments. There is
Mhm.
so there's a table that has to do with payments. Select from payments.
Okay.
All right. So if you select, you should have this.
I have it.
All right. So now we want to do some calculation here. We have amount and it's amount we want to use to work because we have 7.99. So what we'll do is that come here, select amount, comma, then amount multiplied by 100. So select amount times 100, then amount times 1,000. Then from payment. Now, if you do this, can you see 7.99, 799, 7,990? But now the columns are empty. So remember what we did the previous time where we placed as or you just put space. So let's name this one 100 as 100 as 1,000. Then run. Sorry, click and okay. Sorry, it's reading it as this. So let's give it yes, so that it doesn't read it as it. So then you run. All right. So if you can see the first one I used as, second one I didn't use as, so that I see that it actually works. Then why it didn't run before is because I used the multiplication sign. to make it easier for you to read it as what they call it now, as a header, I shouldn't have used the multiplication sign to read it as an error. So what I could have done, which is what I've done right now, is to use the S symbol. So that S is an alphabet, which is actually, that's why you read it like this. So we have amounts times 100 times 1000. All right. So let's now go back to our payments. Select from payments. All right. So now we want to now do what is called filter. If we are trying to filter out some things in our data, like in this data now, we want to filter out a particular number all through the data. How do we get that done? So from here, select from payments, then go to the next one is where amount is equal to. So for instance, I'm being told by the company to look for where they are having, anywhere they're having, let's say 3.99. So where amount is equal to 3.99, and then I run it. And it will give me everywhere where I have my staff ID, where I have my amount to be 3.99. All of these you are seeing here are 3.99 all true. And it also tell you the amount of rows. So this 988 rows, they're having 3.99. So, but what of if we have been told that, okay, I need to find out for staffs. I need to know staffs with ID 1. Just the staffs with ID 1. Those are the ones I'm looking for. So do the same thing where to use a column here where staff ID is equal to 2. Where staff ID is equal to 2, then you run it.
Why are you using a column, please?
Now, for this particular one, we have to use a column. Or then let's see, we not use a column, where we still get the same thing. To read it, yeah, okay, we still get the same answer anyways. I'm just putting a column there to make it look different. So you still read it anyways to be 2. You can either use a column or you can decide not to use a column. So if we want to make it 3, well, we don't have 3 in this table. We don't have any staff ID with 3 in this table. So it will run it and then nothing. But we have 1, I'm sure of 1. So we have 7,292 rows that have staff ID of 1. That's how we can use this. This is how filter tool works. So now there are some times that you might be told to do like a kind of like count to know how many times something appears or how many times you are having a particular data appearing in your database. So what we do is here, this same formula, select, then you do count, open your brackets around the multiplication sign, close it back, then leave it the way it is like this, and just run it. So it will tell you the amount of rows that have that stuff you're looking for. So for instance, now this one of staff ID that is equal to 1, we have about 7,292 rows that
Or
have
staff
staff
ID
ID
that are 1.
that is equal to 1.
1.
Yes, or that is 1. So we change it to 2 to give us the number for 2. If we change it to 3 to give us the number for 3. But if you can actually change it to be, let's say, amount, where amount is equal to 3 0.99. And you run it to tell you how many times you have 3.99 in the data. 0.99 to tell you how many times you have that in the data set. So this is a filter command, and it's very useful. It's just like the ones you have in Excel when you're told to find one or two things or filter one or two things. Okay. So if you are given a data that, like this our payment now, I was told that I just need you to give me the amounts that are available in this set. Just give me the amounts that are available in the set. That is, I need to tell me each to give for you to give me each data in its unique form, not duplicates. I don't need duplicates. I want to see them one. I need to see just one of each of the data. What we do is here, select distinct. So this is a way you can be able to cancel out repeated what we'll call it now, repeated data, and then allow it to give you just one of that data. So select distinct, then amount. Then you run. Now what it has done is that it is now showing us a single it's one of each yeah, let's say one of a kind of each of the data. It's not giving us duplicate, that's cancelled out all of the duplicates. And when you look at it together, we're having a total of 19 rows of that particular stuff. But now let's look at it. Let's say we want to check for customer ID and we want to see just one of each of the ID number. We don't want to see duplicates. We want to see just one of it. So we still do the same thing, select distinct customer ID, and then it will run to tell you, to show you the customer IDs available in the set, to remove all of the duplicates and show you the one that is available, the one that you can see. So even when you have duplicates in your data, this is a way you can be able to sieve out the duplicate and have just one of that data available. So, but this actually works for,
by using select distinct.
yes, select distinct. Then you open brackets and then you put that particular column you're looking for in there. So now let's go back to our customer. Let's go back to our customer table. Yeah, select some customer and then we run it. Now we have customer, we have store ID, first name. Should we use customer or payments for this one? Let's still use payments. Select from payments. Okay, so let's run it. All right, so now what I want to use here is I want to use the greater than and the lesser than feature. I want to use right here. So for instance, now I want to figure out, want to see just numbers that are above a particular feature and numbers that are below a particular feature, using the greater sign and the lesser than sign rather, greater than and lesser than. So select from amount where amount. So you give me a number. What number do you think we should check?
Greater than 5.
Pardon?
Greater than 5
Greater than 5.
or 3.
So then you run it. So what it has done now, it has removed any number lesser than 5. It has removed them. The only number you are seeing here in amount, in the amount column, are greater than 5. All of them here are greater than 5. So if you want to use the lesser than, just change it also to lesser than. And to give it to you the way you want it. All of this now lesser than 5. But now we want to now put, let's make it a little bit complicated. Not that complicated though, but to like drive the filter to a particular way that we want it to be. So now that is, these amounts are lesser than 5, but we now want it to be that it should be only where staff's ID is 1. That is, any number lesser than 5 that is associated with staff ID number 1 is what we want on this table. So what we do is that we'll now use the and or command. Now, if you remember in Excel, what we did in Excel, the and command would mean that one of the condition has to be met before it is given. But for the or, both conditions might okay, let me put it like this. For the or table, even if one condition is not met, it will still give you that particular thing you're looking for. So for instance, for this one now, and staff ID equals to 1. Hope you understand what I'm doing, man.
Yes, I do. Well, just maybe you should please go back.
Okay. To where?
From I think from where you were saying in the amount of data file, we're looking for staff ID that is 1 from that side.
Okay.
You know, you were relating it to what we did in Excel, the and all.
Okay, yeah. So what I was trying to say is that for us to be able to filter it down, so we've placed that the amount must be lesser than 5. That's what we want. Okay. But now I want to now make it that it has to be lesser than 5 where we have staff ID is 1. Lesser than 5, but the staff ID, we only want where staff ID is 1. So to give us only for staff ID 1, but the amounts are lesser than 5. How do we do that? Is by using the AND command. And in the AND command, like what we did in Excel, one condition, if both conditions are not met, it will not give you the answer for the AND command. But for the OR, if one condition is met, it will bring it for you as an answer. Hope you understand now.
Wait, you said for the or if one condition is both, one of them is both.
For the AND command, if one condition is not met, it will not bring out the answer. Both conditions have to be met for the AND command.
Yeah, exactly. Both conditions
But
have
for
to be
the
met.
OR command, one has to be met. Once one is met, it will bring out the answer.
The answer, yes.
So for this one now, we have and this.
So now this is the and function, like we're using
Yes,
the
this is
and.
the and. So once you run it now, it will give you the places where you have staff ID as 1. So, but now let's use the OR. If you use the OR, you will see that it will not just give us for 1, to give us for every other one, but at least they must be lesser than 5. So can you see we have 2, but it's lesser than 5. We have 2, staff ID 2, but it's lesser than 5. As far as it is lesser than 5, one of the conditions has been met. It must be lesser than 5 or it must be 1. This is 1. Okay. Now look at this number 2. Look at row 2. This is 1, no, staff ID 1. But the amount is greater than 5. But one of the conditions was met. We have staff ID of 1, so it brought it out for us. Do you understand, man?
Yeah, yes.
All right. So that's how that works. Now, there's one other thing I want to now. What of you will now have a specific amount I wanted to look for. So that'll be where amount is equal to 5.99. That's for specific amount. Oh. We are looking for a specific amount. So select from payment where amount is equal to 5.99. Then you run it. So it will give you places. Oh, I've used the or. So let me change this to and. So here we have where amount is equal to 5.99. So it will only give us where amount is equal to 5.99. If it's not 5.99, it's not going to give it to us. And if it's not staff ID of 1, it's not going to give it to us.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's how that works. Now, one thing again that we can use is the sum. So if we want to know the amount that is here, that is select from payment, I want to know the total amount that is in this whole table that we have in amount. What we do is that select sum.
Sorry, please, can you go back again? Can you
Okay.
say that again? I'll go back.
Okay, now we have amounts here. I want to know the sum of all the amounts here under the amount column.
Okay.
The
Okay.
total sum is what we want to find. So now we select sum, open bracket, amount, close the bracket, delete that multiplication sign.
Oh,
Then you run it. So it will give you the total amount of sum. The total sum of amounts that you have. It's going to give it to you. So if you want to do for max, select the maximum. This is the maximum amount in the amount table. So you look for minimum like that, select min, run to give you the minimum amount. If you want to look for average, select average, then you run to give you the average that you're having there. Now, the next thing we're going to be looking at is the like and I like. And then after this, we'll now have the very last class for tonight. Now, how does the like and I like work?
we'll have the very last class for tonight.
Yes.
That means we'll have another class this week.
No, 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 no. No, this is going to be the last class. Going to be the last
Oh,
class. Although I hope to finish in time. But like I said earlier yesterday, I might just ask for 30 minutes of your time so that we can just be able to wrap it up. So now for like and I like.
for what? What did you call it? I didn't hear you.
Like and I like.
I like.
Yes. If you check your special operators, and can you see my screen? We have like
Mm.
and I like. So once you look
Mr.
at,
Godwin,
yes, I'm with you.
Mr. Godwin,
I'm with you.
please, before the end of the class, can you kindly send me that note, please?
The what?
Even if it's just
The
this
what,
thing,
man?
the SQL notes.
Oh, I've not sent it to you.
Yes, you haven't.
Wow. 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 Hold on. Let me do that now. Shall I'm on it. Let me send it to you right now. I
Do you have
didn't.
my email?
Yeah, yeah, I still have your email address. Let me send it to you right now. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so I've sent it to you, ma'am. You can check. I've mailed it to you.
Yeah, I just received it.
Okay. All right. My apologies that I didn't
I
send
just
it
received
earlier.
it. Thank you.
Yeah. I forgot. I thought I'd send it to you before now.
It's okay.
So now we want to use the like and I like. And what do? They are used as filters too. They are used to help us filter to check for specific data that we're looking for in our database. Now, but how do we work with it? We have the like is case sensitive. Why the I like is not case sensitive. So how? Let's do a quick walk with um one or two tables. So select from customer. All right. And we want to check out for a particular name within this database or some, let's just say a particular phrase or name. So where first name, then like, then you open bracket or you open your column. Now, note something. For this particular one, like I said, like is case sensitive. So whatever you are typing, you have to write it the way it is in the data, the way it appears in the data. So for instance, we're looking for M, we're looking for we're looking for a name, and we don't know the full name, but we know that the name has M and E inside. So that'll be M, then your what they call this now, your percentage sign, then E, then your percentage sign. Now, what I'm saying is that, or what I'm telling it is that this percentage sign is telling it that there are several characters between M and E, and that there are also several characters after E. That's why I placed it also at the end. So run it. And as you can see, this is M and E here, but we're having ARGAR. This is Margaret, this is More, this is Michelle, this is Melissa, this is Maria, this is Mildred. Now, but if I want it to be that it should be that I wanted to know that I don't have several characters in between. I only have one character in between. Then you place the underscore. If you place the underscore, it will read it that we're only having one character between the M and the E. And voila, as you can see, the only row that has that is this MAR, where we have just one character between the M and the E, which is A. But if you use, now, like I said, for this particular one, it is case sensitive. So if I use a small letter and I run it, I will not get the answer. Because why? It is case sensitive. All right. But if I change this to I like and run it, I will still get what I was looking for. Okay. So that's how this.
Please, Mr. Godwin,
Yes, I'm with you.
he said, please go back to where you said for key sensitive. When you said, if we change to the like, he said something like if you change something to something like it will not show. Before you, it was immediately after that you did the I like. What did you say there, please?
Okay, so what I said is that the like is case sensitive. So initially this was in capital letter M, and if you run it, you have this coming in for you. So
you
if
change
you
it to small letter M.
if you change it to small letter M and run it, it will not give you an
The
answer.
information will be up.
Yes, it will not come up.
Okay.
But if I change this like to I like, because I like is not case sensitive, it is like that is case sensitive. So, and then I run it, it will give me back that same data because why? I like is not case sensitive. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So before I go any further, let us take a 5 minutes break so that you can just imbibe a bit, then we'll continue from there. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's look at having to use more filters for more filters that we can find in Excel. So let's look for in Excel rather. So look for a part where we're having amount. We're looking for where amount is 2.99, 5.99, and 7.99. Now we're looking for where we have just 2.99, 5.99, and 7.99 in the payment table. How do we do that? So what we do, you close this brackets, put the brackets, then you write now here where amount in that this in now is another operator in, then you run it. So it will give you only places where you have amounts to be 2.99, 5.99, and 7.99. So now, if you also wanted to show that, also wanted that it will do the opposite, that is,
It's a good doing.
Hello, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll continue. Hello, Ma, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, my apologies for that long break. I had to try to sort out something from here. So let's kick off from here. Now, so what we did here was that where amount and then we ran it and it gave us this. So as it is now, if we wanted that, we're not going to have wanted that okay, 2.99, 5.99, 7.99, we don't want it in all of the data. That would be where amount not in. So just put not in and then you run it.
Please, I can't hear you clearly. Can you please
Okay, can you hear me now?
be audible?
Is it better
Yes,
now?
please. Yes, please.
Okay. So if you're not looking at it that okay, I want to filter out 2.99, 5.99, 7.99, like I don't want them to show, you just put not in. When you put not
Oh,
in, it will remove
okay.
them out of the table. Okay. So
Okay.
that's how I use the in and the not in. Then the other one we have is between. So for between, it will give you data between a particular between two points that are going to give it. So for this one, I want to tell it to give me data between 7.99 and 11.99. So just run it. So it will give you only data between 7.99 and 11.99. So that means you will not see 5.99, you will not see 4.99, you won't see 3.99, you won't see 2.99. It will only give you data between 7.99 and
Okay.
11.99. So you can also use this is another filter command that you can be able to use. So now let's now look at this now, where we have let's say from customer. From customer, where first name, between Mary and Susan. Okay, I used so change this to just single column. All right, and it has given me names just between Mary and Susan. Any other name in between Mary and Susan is going to remove it. So that's how this works. We've used the in, we've used the not in, and then the next one we want to use is null. Now, it's not used to find tables that have null value in them or that is empty. That's where we use this null. So if you're working with a large data set and you want to find out if you're having null sets or null or empty sets, you use the is null. That's how that works. So let's try to see. Let's select from staff table. So I'll be moving a bit fast so that I can be able to track at least cover up or finish up. So select from let's say there. Now remember there was a table we did that we had a null in it.
I
Remember?
think that was either employees or students or some
Yeah, I
or
think it's
workers. It
student.
was civil servants.
Mm. So select from students where username is null. Yep, as you can see, that's giving it to us. So even if you do it for another one from customer table, see, we don't have is null in customer table. If we do it for payments, see, is not in payment, but is in students. Is in students. So that's how these filters work. All right. They are just used to check one or two things within the data and get to present what we want to present from the data. So now we'll now be moving to limits. Limits is part of the operators that we have. If you remember, we did something that has to do with distinct. So if you want to save, I just even remembered. If you want to save, you will see save here, or you can just press Control S, like I said before, and to save.
Oh, okay.
So, looking for where we have that distinct. Where we did select distinct. Okay, so let's look at aha. Yeah, we have it. So select distinct amount from payment, then order by amount, then limit. Now this limit is that we're telling it that it should give us a particular number of range. So limit by 15. That means it only give us
You
15
should give us a particular number of what?
of rows. It only give us 15. Like as if I put 15, that only give us 15 rows, nothing more than that. So
Okay, that's for the limits.
yes, that's the limit. So do that, and as you can see, just 15 rows. That's what it has given us.
So it's just we use that limit for only number of rows.
Yes, when you want to get a particular number of row, it will give you the first row, the first number you're looking for. So for instance, if as we said 15, to give us the first 15, to give us the first 15 on ground. So we then also have the offset. Oh boy. Oh, sorry. Okay, I think that was network. Now, the offset, what the offset does is that the offset goes further to also cut off. So for instance, now I've told this one, let me say limit by 20. All right. Then it should offset 5. That is the first 5. It should remove them, offset those 5. Then we run it. Now, note, because I said offset 5, it started from 3.98. But let me remove it now, and let's see what it actually started with. It started with 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one that comes is what? 3.98. So the offset would remove the first number, the first amount of numbers you are telling it to remove. That's what the offset will do to help you remove it. Order by amount. Let's even try something.
Remove the. Sorry, please. What did you say there? It will remove.
It will remove the first amount you are telling it to remove. So if we put offset 10 to remove the first 10, we put offset 11 to remove the first 11, depending on what you give it. So like now, for this one now, let me clear this. Let's see how many we have.
But you use the limit first. Did you? Or was it?
I've removed the limits now. Okay. So is just select distinct amount from payment. And the total rows are 19. So we have this. So let's say offset 6. Note, number 7 is, or row 7 is 3.99. So offset 6. So can you see? It has removed the first 6. 19 minus 6 will give you 13. So it will remove the first number, the first numbers you are telling it to remove, to offset them. All right. So
Yes.
let's now look at something else. Okay, select from payments. All right. So right here we have customer ID. All right. And want to work with something here. Want to do something here. Hmm. So want to do it in such a way that it will group the data. That's one of the things we want to do here. That to group it for us. It will arrange them. Now, this table is not arranged properly. Okay. So wanted to group it. Wanted to order. It wanted to count the table.
Is it
Then,
still under limit?
pardon?
Is it still under limit?
No, 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 no. We've done limit and offset now.
Okay, then
Just
what are we
trying
doing now, please?
Pardon?
What are we doing now?
Now we're trying to group and order. To group and then to order. When you want to group a table and order a table, how do you do it? So select customer ID, then count. So now it's going to count the customer ID, telling to count customer ID. Then we're now telling it again to group by customer ID. It's going to group by customer ID. Number one, we're telling it to count customer ID. It's going to count them, then it's going to group them. Then it's now going to order by customer ID. Or let's even make it more interesting. Let's say that we want to know the customers that the amount each customer has to their name or to their ID. So order by sum amount. So now what it has done for us, it has ordered the customer ID, then it has now counted it. It has counted the amount each of them have. So that is, for this customer ID 318, it has counted the amount they had. It has ordered it. We have 7, 10, like that, it has arranged it for us. So if we remove this one now. Now this one now it has just grouped by customer ID. 184. When they counted it, it had about 20, 184. So if you say order by some amount. To now order it based off the amount each of them have. Okay, so without wasting any further time, let's now get to the end of the class. We only have about 30 something minutes left. Now, the last thing we want to look at is the joining, which is this. Inner joins, left join, right join, full join, and all of that. Now, when you do inner joins, you might be wondering, what does this join mean? Now, there are times when data can intertwine, or they can have similar features, or you might want to just combine them together for you to get something you are looking out for. Depending, like I said, it still all depends on what you're working with. But there are times when you will just do it like this. Okay, you want to like combine customer ID here with customer ID in payment, or you want to combine customer ID in film with customer ID in staff, or staff ID in staff with staff ID in tax or payment, stuff like that. How do you combine that? This is where the joins come in. So we have inner joins, and for inner joins, inner join would return only the rows that have matching values in a table. Only the rows. So rows without matching values are excluded. But for the left join will return all rows from the left table and the matching rows from the right table. So all the rows from the left table will still be intact. But rather, what to now do is that to now give us matching rows from the right table. So if there is no match on the right table, it will give us no values. No values are returned. So for the right join is the opposite. It will give you all rows from the right hand table or from the right table, and then matching rows on the left table. So if there are no matching rows on the left table, it will bring it back as null. Then we then have the full join. Now the full join will return all rows when there is a matching, or when there's a match rather, in either the left or the right. So it combines results of both left and right, combines them together. So like I said before, one returns only rows that have matching values in the tables. The other one returns rows that are on the left table and then matching rows from the right table. Then right join return matching rows from the matching rows from the table. But what it does is that it puts the matching rows from the left table, then all other things. It returns all rows from the right table and then put the matching rows on the left table. Then the full join would join all of them together, but not give us only the ones where they match. That was going to give us. So let's work with this real quick and then we'll call it a night. So let's select from customer this time. So customer ID. All right. Let's see. Should it be customer ID? So look at this now. We're having for customer ID. We have customer ID, we have store ID, first name. Now, aside customer ID here, I think payment also have customer ID. Our payment table also has customer ID. So okay, yes, payment also has customer ID. So now we want to now inner join the customer ID and table and the customer ID of both customer table and the payment table together. What we do is here you type inner join customer. All right, so we're telling you that we want it to join from customer table, then on payments dot customer ID equal to customer dot customer ID. That is, we're telling it that customer, but you should pick it from customer. You should pick customer ID on the customer table. So from here now, next thing we'll do is to run it. Now note, we have payment ID, customer ID, staff ID, rental amount, and payment date. Then you execute.
Why you put equal to?
Pardon?
Why you put equal to sign?
The equal to, I'm telling
Is
it
that
that.
how it's meant,
Pardon?
is that how it's meant to be?
Yes, that's how it's meant to be.
And you
Payments,
are saying, okay, you're saying.
huh?
You are saying that you are telling it that what? If you put
So
equal sign, what are you telling it to do?
what I'm telling it is that where the customer ID for payment is equals, like it's the same thing with the customer ID for customer ID. I mean for customer table. That's why I put equals to. So look at this now. We have customer ID 344, 341 rather, 341, 341. It has put them together where they are of the same value. Do you understand, ma?
Yes.
So that align them for, see, 344, 344. That's what the inner join does. So from here now, you can now start selecting the part that one we want to work with, and work with. So let's do something real quick. Let's do something real quick. Let's do select payments. Payment ID. Then payments. That is payment as a table, but what we're looking for is customer ID there. Then the first name. Last name. Now, one thing you should note is that in one of the table, one of them has a name, the other doesn't have name. The payment table does not have name, like first name, last name. The one that has names or rather, the one that has name is the customer table, which is the one on the right-hand side. Is the one that has the names of persons that are, or the names of the customers. So I'm trying to match them together such a way that we can easily know that, okay, for this customer ID, this is the person that is there, and for this customer ID, this is another person that is there. So then run it. And it has helped us to merge it together. So we have 344, 341 is Peter, and this is the amount he made, or this is the amount under his name. Then this is staff ID. Do you understand? So what I've done is that I've left their payment ID is there, their customer ID is there, their first name, last name is there, and then the amount is there. Then staff ID. Jeez. So that's how we do, or that's how we use the what do we call it now? The inner join.
Okay.
So without wasting any further time, let's do the next one, which is the left join and then the right join. So let's select from film for this next one we want to do. Sorry, I'm moving with speed because we have to finish this class tonight. So select from inventory. Okay, and we have film ID, store ID, last update. So what I want to do is I want to inner join. I want to join film ID here with film ID on the film table, because there's also film ID on film table. Let me open that up. Select from film. So can you see there's film ID here too in the film table? So from here now, let's do right join. Right join film on film dot film ID equals to inventory then film ID. Then we run it. All right. So now we've joined it. But now remember we said that for the right join, it would, let's check. So for the right join, it said returns all rows from the right table and the matching row from the left table. If there is no match on the left, no values are returned. So coming back here. Now let's see 157. I'm trying to look for the part where there is null. Okay. Then let's order it. I think the reason why I didn't find it in time was because I didn't order it. Order by film dot film ID. Okay, all right, that's ordered it now. So we'll be able to see what we're looking for. So now look at this 157. The null, we're having a null here. And if you remember what we said, it said that it's going to match them up. If there is no matching table on the left for the right join, it will bring it out as a null. To bring it out as a null. That's why we're having null here, because there's no matching, there's no match between the right and the left here for this particular place. But if we make this to be the left join, it will move from here to this place automatically. So let's check 157 again. So it's no more here. It's no longer here. Rather, it will be around somewhere around here if we were to look at this one closely. It will be somewhere around Yeah. Okay. Because of time, I might not be able to really select the or really start searching out for the one that has the null because of time, because I'm trying to work with time. But at least I think you understand what I mean by the left join and the right join. Now, on the right join, the left will have the matching order, and if there is anyone that is not matching there, to bring it out as null. But on the right, it's going to have, if it's for left join, the right is where you're going to have the matching. And if there is no one that matches up on the right, it's going to bring it out as null too as well. So with that being said, let's now do I think the last one. Let me bring this down. All right. So we've done inner join, we've done right join, we've done left join. The last one is full join, right? Full join.
Mr. Godwin,
Yes, ma'am.
um, can I reach out to you when I'm going through it and I probably might be having an issue. Maybe if I don't understand, can I reach out to you during the week?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can. So okay. So this is for full join now. What I need to do was just to change it from right join to full join. And like what we said in the full join, returns all rows when there is a match in either the left or the right table. So let's look at this closely. This is about 4,623 rows. Yeah. Let's change this to right.
But which match is that? It said returns all rows when there is a match.
In either the
Either
left or the right.
okay, what's the match there?
I'm trying to look for a way to make it very visible for you to be able to see. All right, let's come here. Okay. So let's run this first. Okay, so what we did there was inner join before. Now let's do full join here. Let me go back again. Did inner join before. We have Peter, Menard, 7.9921 and all of that. And all of this. Then if we do full join, this one is even giving us the same, it's giving us the same data because we've actually even like selected the ones we need. Let me see if we remove all of this.
Did you get my question I asked?
What's your question, ma'am?
The question was, you said fold join is returns all rows where there is a match,
Yes,
where there is a match in
yes,
either the left or the right table.
yes.
I'm asking what is the match there? Or is it that where there is a connection or something? I really
Yes,
want to
where
know.
there's a connection, where there's a match between the two of them, it will return it. For instance, there is a match between this 341 and 341. There's a match
Oh,
between
okay.
341 and 341. Do you understand?
Oh, okay, I
So,
understand.
so where there's a match, it will return it. If there's no match, it will not return it. It will not return it. So 426, 426, there's a match here, there's a match here. So, and the match goes down, 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 and on and on and on and on like that. If there's no match, it won't return it for us. So that's how the joins would work. So we have successfully come to the end of the class. We've done all that there is to do with this. Okay. So like you said, if you have any question, you can still reach out to me and I will come through for you. And also be giving you a capstone project for you to work on so that you can be able to also test out the things you've learned so far. All right. So congratulations, you have successfully completed data analysis training class. Well done, ma. Well done, ma. But I would advise you, please keep on keep on doing this over and over again. Even after we're done with the class, sit down with it. Even the Excel that you've done before, the Power BI you've done before, sit down again with it and redo it. The funny thing about these things is that if you don't do it over and over again, you will forget it. You might even think you know it until when you are now faced with an issue and you're like, oh my God, what command should I use here? And then you'll be lost. But the moment you do it over and over again until it becomes a muscle memory, you would be able to just think of it off the cuff and come up with something that's going to work around for you. And you can also play around the data. You can, yeah, like now this one now we can do limits here. Limits, let's say 20. We have limited it to 20 like this. Can you see? Just 20 that is showing.
Yeah.
So you can play around the ones that we've done. Just play around with them. Or you can even say offset 20. So to remove the first 20 and leave the rest. So you can just play around with it and see what it gives you. Just keep on playing around with it and keep on learning more with it. That's all. Okay. All right. So um we can call it a night here. Thank you for the extra time you gave. Really appreciate. And we're dropping the recording by the week so that you can also go through it and work with it. And
Yes,
thank you for being part of the class.
and thank you for teaching me too.
It's uh it's my pleasure. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy teaching rather. It's my pleasure. So like I said before, just go through it again and again. And before we end the class, if you have anyone that you know that might be interested in data analysis or even any of the courses we offer, project management, professional scrum master, MS project, CBAP, certified business analysis, just let me know. And we would sign the person up for our class, put the person through on some things we do and how we work or get things done. So before I call it a night, do you have anything you want to say? Any contribution you want to make before we call it a night here?
No, I don't think I have anything to say.
Okay.
The only thing I only have to say is
Okay.
I could say this was my first time and
All right.
I I learned new things. Although Like, to be very honest, I have not really been able to assimilate everything at once. So I think with time, I should be able to understand everything perfectly.
Yeah, that's why I said you should keep on practicing with it. I don't know how much time you have on your hand, but if you have much time, I think you can maximize it by just keep on. You can just pick Excel today, do the worksheets that we've done before by yourself, redo it again and
Mm.
again and again until you are fully aware that you can be able to close your eye and remember the formulas and get it done. So just keep on redoing it until you can be able to do it by yourself. Now, most people that do these courses, like data analysis and the rest, they always have a kind of task that they are doing that will require them to apply this that we are doing right here to test so that they can be able to see how much they know and how much they remember. So, but like I said, just keep on practicing and you will get better at it.
Okay, apart from, I do have a question. Apart from the custom project,
Okay.
is there any way you would be giving us maybe some data sets to work on after that, or would have to source for the data ourselves?
Well, you will have to source for the data yourself. The ones we are even giving you, capstone project is actually a data set for you to work on. That's a
Okay.
project for you to work on. So, but aside that, you have to source for the others yourself. There are various data sets online. Various. We have variety,
Yes, yes, I have really come across them.
yeah, a variety of data sets online. Thank God for technology. Makes it easier. And that's why data analysts will always be needed because they always need to analyze data. There's always a need to do that. So we can call it a night here. Thank you so much, man, for your time. Thank you for being part of the class. And I'm hoping to see you in some of our trainings that we do too as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right, man. Do have a beautiful night rest and have a wonderful week ahead.
And you too. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.